I know what we're starting with because football starts today. Let's go.
Football is officially back. We're dropping this show before Rams-Bills.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl champs are underdogs at home.
Yes.
Do you feel strongly enough about this game to pick it in our first gambling show?
Okay, so tomorrow we debut the gambling show. We're actually recording that in about an hour. And spoiler alert for that, yes,
Okay.
I do, and I'm picking the Rams. They are home underdogs. I want to use this. So Rams plus 2.5 is my pick. I also think the Rams win outright. It wouldn't be shocking if the Bills won. The Bills are really good. But I want to use this time to talk about what's happening with the Buffalo Bills right now because it is baffling to me. I totally understand why some people would pick the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
I understand why people would pick Josh Allen to win league MVP. If they, if you say I think the Bills are the best team in the AFC, you have a very reasonable stance for that. They had a very good defense last year. I think it was a little. They had the number one defense in football last year, but by numbers, not by eye test. They had 9 of their 11 wins were against some of the worst quarterbacks in the league, but still a good defense.
Right.
Some people think Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football. Everyone, even I, agree he's one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football.
Easily.
They have Stephon Diggs. They have Gabe Davis. They have really good players. My issue is they are being treated like the 07 Patriots. They are the overwhelming Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah.
One of the shows on NFL Network, 5 hosts, they gave their Super Bowl picks. All 5 hosts had the Bills going to and winning the Super Bowl. They are favorites in Los Angeles. So if you're not a big gambler, whatever the point spread is, you got to keep in mind the home team is getting laying an extra 3 points. So so the Bills being 2.5 point favorites in LA means if they were playing the Rams on a neutral site, they'd be around 5.5 point favorites.
Right.
And if they were playing LA in Buffalo, they'd be 8.5 point favorites. It's insanity. And so
Disrespectful?
it's not it's not so much about disrespect for the Rams as much as it is Vegas, the general public, and the media. Look at the Bills as it's the Bills and everyone else. They're treating it like it's the Warriors in 2017.
Like they just came off a Super Bowl.
Right. As opposed, and I just want to give people the history here. 2 years ago, the Bills were the 2 seed. They made the AFC Championship game.
Right.
They won 12 games. They lost to the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Last year, the Bills were the 3 seed. They won 11 games. They made the divisional round and lost to the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Now, I understand it's devastating fashion the way they lost.
Yeah.
They easily could have won that game. But it is the AFC is way too deep of a conference for anyone to be the overwhelming favorite. I'm not arguing the Chiefs should be the overwhelming favorite. I do think they're the favorite. But if you came anytime you're on the side of the bracket in a conference where there could be a credible case made for not 2, not 3, at least 4, and maybe 5 teams to win the conference. Because you could make a case for the Bills, the Chiefs, obviously, the Bengals, who did it last year, the Chargers, who might have the most talented roster in football, or the Ravens, who were 8-3 last year despite all the injuries. Then Lamar got hurt, season went to hell, lost all their secondary. There's 5 teams that I believe could make the Super Bowl out of the AFC, and I'm not even including the Broncos, who a lot of people like. When the conference is that difficult, nobody should be considered this much of a juggernaut unless they have proven it in years past.
Right.
And here's my last issue for the Bills this year. Even if they go to Los Angeles tonight, and by the time some of you watch or see this, they've beaten the Rams by 14. My concern for the Bills, in addition to losing Brian Daboll, their offensive coordinator, is very simple. There has to be a psychological component too. 2 years ago, they were this close to the Super Bowl. They were up 2 scores on the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and then the Chiefs went on a 38-6 run, like a dominant AAU basketball team, and blew them out. Last year, going into the year, the GM, the coach, the players said, we are obsessed with Kansas City. We are building our team to beat Kansas City. They go into Arrowhead. They have a lead with 13 seconds left.
Yeah.
And they lose the game. So it's not about me being a Chiefs fan. This is about psychology of sports. I don't think the Bills are going to be 14-3. But even if they are, there will still be a hurdle for them of, man, we've never beaten Mahomes in a big spot. And so I think the Bills are really good. I give them way more respect than I gave them last year. I give Josh Allen tremendous respect. I think them being 2.5-point favorites on the road against the defending Super Bowl champions is insane. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.